Now, can you repeat that, King Lawson?
It's just sad.
What's sad?
What's sad is the 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 current status quo of Black America. Black America as it pertains to the economic gap, as it pertains to wealth, the economic disproportion of wealth in the black community and wealth in the white community. Wealth in the wealthy community and the lack of wealth in the poor community. And it seems to all be stemmed and provocated by the church. The church. The church in the black community. Every Sunday, the black church preaches death. 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 Every Wednesday, the black church preaches about death. Come on now. Come on down to the altar. Save your soul. Save your soul now. Because you never know. Never know when you're going to go. Come on now. Give your life to the Lord. You never know. Come down here right now. I know that, not you, but that person sitting next beside you need to give their life over to the Lord. Sundays, every week, 52 times a year. Wednesday, every week, 52 times a week. Thursday, every week, 52 times a week.
A year.
52 times a year. Right? Sundays 52 times a year, Wednesday 52 times a year, Thursday 52 times a year. 156 times a year, 156 days out of 365 days. The other 206 days you're working. So that means you're working to die.
My Lord.
You go to work religiously, you go to church religiously, and out of that comes death. So if we go to church and God is about abundance and God is about the kingdom and God is about, heaven on earth as it is in heaven, abundance and joy and peace, then why do we spend so much time talking about death? And if we talk about death, then why is it that black churches, if you talk about death, then you're preparing for a day to come. You're preparing for that day to come where you're no longer here. And the word says to leave an inheritance not only for your children, but your children's children. But when most people in the black church die, they don't have no inheritance. They have no wealth. They're not leaving anything for their children's children. Hold on. How can we talk about death and we provocate death and we show book and scripture about death, but we don't talk about, oh my God. What God does for us is give us life. What we do with our life is the rent we pay for living on earth. And in our absence and when we're gone, we're supposed to leave something. Why is that step missed? How can we be so committed? I was talking to a gentleman today at my other business, and he said that he had to pray on it. He had to pray on whether he needs to take the necessary steps to improve his life. He had to pray about that. This is what I said to him. I said, God made places first, then he made people. So when two people meet at a certain place, it's already ordained. God set that up. You don't have to pray to God to ask God about what he already did. Why must he explain to you what he's done? Because if you find yourself in a position to ask God about something that you prayed for, then who is he to now answer you to say, yes, I did it? Didn't you pray for it? He prayed for change. He prayed for something different to happen in his life. And then when I show up talking to him about the difference that he can have in his life, stop, I need to pray about it. The wealth gap. The wealth gap in the black community it's weird. If we go to church and we talk about death, shouldn't we have life insurance? Because if you're always right at the cusp of dying, oh, come on now, before you never know when you're going to go. Well, before you go, if you do, you should have some life insurance. You should have something put in place. So what's that other thing the good book said? So you can leave an inheritance for your children's children. But that doesn't happen. More churches today are broke, busted, and disgusted. When people or congregants die, the congregants don't leave endowments. You know, Sister Lucy died, Sister Trina died, Sister Paulette died, Brother Henry died, and we all got to go fund me for their funeral. But didn't they get their lives for the Lord? Didn't they already? We have forgotten about planning, and now we're about fundraising. GoFundMe. We're not going to plan this thing out. We're going to fundraise it. More wealthy people buy life insurance than poor people. Why is that? If they're wealthy, don't they have enough money to take care of incidents and scenarios after they're dead? No, stupid. The life insurance pass on endowments and bring additional income and additional wealth to the family once the breadwinner dies. Poor people, we die. Create a GoFundMe. We are into not passing funds along FUNDS. We're not into passing wealth into our family. We are all at a place where we're going to raise money. And how embarrassing would it be if you die and someone creates a GoFundMe for you and you can't raise $200 in death? My God. So, this is for my church people, and I'm wrapping it up. This is my church people. If your pastor is not talking to you about financial management and financial planning and putting things in place for you, then you need to stop listening to that person. I don't care who it is. I guess this may or may not make YouTube or Facebook or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. If he's not talking to you about this, something's wrong. Where are your tithes really going? Look at, I'm out. Look at, my name is William Lawson. I appreciate you. Just wanted to kind of vet that out today. But the wealthier is becoming wealthier, and the poorer is becoming poorer. They're going to be the poorest.